image to them no more that they see, and they actually know the person.
Right.
And there are a lot of people that followed my career, my whole career, pretty much. Like, they are people I've known my whole life, besides the new fans now and shit like that. All the people that follow my career, I like to call them supporters. I don't even really like to say the word fans. I don't like that word.
Right. Call them supporters.
Yeah, because that's what they are. They support my ass. You know what I mean? Because if you don't got fans, bitch, you can have 100,000 tracks, bitch. Ain't nobody listening. What are you talking about?
Right.
They supporting you, my nigga. Like, come on.
So as far as your supporters, this goes to another question I wanted to ask. As far as like being on social media, in terms of your life, like on social media. You know, I ran across one of your posts. And just curious to see what your mindset was. I might ask you a couple of...
No question.
We're going to go with this one right here. It says, after 25 years, I think all of my dots have finally connected. You know what I'm saying? What kind of mindset you was in when you was posting that?
Everything that I've worked for, I now have a resource for. So, y'all about to see the dream look like it's supposed to very soon.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
That's the mindset I was in.
Right.
So, basically, I'll say it like this. I'm at the door. I'm through the door. I'm fucking with the industry now.
Got you.
Understand what I'm saying?
You get comfortable now.
Now the only thing that y'all haven't seen me do yet is have a song with 1 million views on it.
Right.
That's gonna happen.
That's coming up.
Yeah, that's next move.
That's coming up.
Say less.
That's coming up, man.
Now that makes sense?
It makes some sense.
Real shit.
It makes some sense, man.
That's the hardest part to get to.
That's like, you know, your
once you can touch with those 1 million views, now you've successfully made it, because now you're going to start to accumulate change off this shit.
Is that almost the equivalent of, you know, hearing your song on the radio for the first time?
I mean, yeah.
Is it almost kind of?
I mean, yeah, it is kind of
in this day and time, you know, I would like to think, you know what I mean? Oh, man. So you got this one, says, just smoking one with the roof open. It's pitch black around me, just a blunt burning and music playing. You like in your car just cooling out. How you know, how much time do you spend in your car just, you know,
thinking? That's my thinking spot.
Getting your sanity.
Yeah, that's my little meditation spot, man. At that moment, I just became a full-time father to my kids.
No doubt. Congratulations.
You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So,
that's what's up.
That's always been a sore spot in my life, not by my choice.
Yeah.
They've been in my life and they've been stripped away from my life. You understand what I'm saying? So, I don't like to lose. So, I went and got my life together to the point where they're not going to be able to hold my kids for me no more. And I'm a dad that really wants to be there, so.
Until you was able to step it up. It was perfect timing, man. You feel me?
I'm a surgical person, and you know, my goals represent me well. I believe. I believe a lot of shit going on in this world is that nobody cares anymore. You understand what I'm saying? So
keep on grinding.
How could you not care about something you created? Is the only where I go when you're able to be a father and don't want to be.
Yeah.
I don't understand niggas like that.
Right.
So if you're a person like that, that just tells me one thing: you just on the other side of love, my nigga.
Right.
And you comfortable with that, and you don't give a fuck about that in your life, because there's no way you could have that word roll out your mouth and you don't care about your kids. So if you don't care about your kids, you shouldn't use the word love. That's how I feel.
And don't bring them in.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
wow.
Yeah.
This one right here says, "Little upset right now. I grinded so hard to have a chance to do the biggest show of my career this far tomorrow, and it's not gonna work in my favor. God has his reasons, I'm going to just keep my head up and keep grinding. Because Lord knows I deserve to be there. You know what I'm saying? Was it a show that you missed or something like that?
Yeah, it was a show I missed. And I was really upset because exactly how I explained it. Because I was supposed to open up for Millie's. And me and Millie's been like two of the hottest artists in the underground coming up. We both kind of coming up at the same time again. And I worked hard on promoting his name as well as my name for that moment. Right. And everything I did to prepare that moment worked. Right. Until it was time for that moment. And I was really stunned. I was hurt that day. Like,
couldn't get there for
like, what the fuck just happened? Like, what just happened? Like, why?
Right.
Like, it was a whole shit. It was a whole bunch of shit that played into the equation why I couldn't make it, though. It wasn't just one thing that fucked that up. A lot of shit had been fucking up along the way I was preparing it. And you know how this game that we play go. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you.
I figured out who niggas was in my circle at the worst time of my career, but you know,
and it caused you to miss that particular moment.
Yes, basically. Bro. And it's like that shit was a stinger, but everything else is going according as planned. Right. But you know what? I didn't take it too sore because I positioned myself well. I'm a top 40 artist now. I've been offered several deals right now, from Atlantic to Universal to name a label. They didn't offer me at least $150,000 each one of them.
Congratulations.
But thank you. But that's when I came back in the game. That was my intention, is to just set myself on fire again. Because I've already pretty much been a household name, but this music game is about, are you busy now? Yeah. What have you done lately?
Right.
But once you have history in these streets, once you have credibility, that lasts forever. Yeah. So it was easy for me to crank back up. Right. And things that I couldn't handle, I could ask for those favors. That's what's up. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah. I'm a grinder. I keep myself resourceful. But yeah, that was a sore ass moment, Trey. That shit hurt a lot because, man, between Giants, that was my moment. Like that was my moment. But I wasn't hurt because I'd already been in the after party with him. I had already been to his release party, chilling in his VIP with him. We took the picture, and that shit cranked me up.
You just knew it was time.
Yeah, but that special moment was to close the door and seal the deal. And it might have stumbled. Instead of having a whole foot across the line, I might have stepped a half a foot back. Right. But I'm about to make that half a foot back up with this next move. You know what I mean? Which I think missing that kind of put this one in position even more, because this was really the forward motion. That was just sealing something. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. I look at it right, man, because
happens for reasons sometimes, man.
True story.
Forks in the road, go different ways, you know. And, things happen for a reason, man. And that brings me to this one, this post you wrote. The next album is going to mean a lot to me when it drops. The Phoenix is definitely going to rise.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? You wrote that.
Well, and I'm going to tell you what that meant.
Yeah.
It's safe to say I made it. Why I post that post. There's a lot of things you don't know about music until you're actually dealing with industry people.
Yeah.
So everybody sees Kevin Smith. That is my management. He's a Wu-Tang DJ. He's an A&R for Universal. Grooves is my distribution.
And knowing what to say, too, in these meetings.
Yeah, for sure.
Your demeanor and everything counts and whatnot,
I pretty much know, I have unlimited resources to what I need to be on top of the world with music. As you can see, I just hit the top 40 on iTunes. I have the campaign for every plateau I need to reach. I know how much it costs. What people fail to realize, this industry It's all about what you call a budget.
And what song you got bumping on? It was that 10 Toes Down?
I got a song called 10 Toes Down.
Yeah, 10 Toes Down was, I see a favorite, one of your friends on there, listening to one of my favorite on my drive. You got somebody over there spreading love.
Oh, yeah. Man,
as they on their road trip. You know,
everything been real with that, man. The album was called DJ Livewires Presents Black Sinatra Special Edition. Basically, DJ Livewires wanted to, that's my management, he wanted to put me out to the world. You know, we sealed our names together.
That's dope.
He's been he's been number 1 on Billboard. He's been number 19, he's been number 6, he's been number 12, you know. And basically, my dream was complete once he took me on. I still have the freedom of an independent label. I can move how I want, where he connects all the dots. He connects a lot of dots for me that I can't connect. I still pay for all my features. The label don't give me money.
You your own budget.
And basically Kevin Smith is my guidance of, that's when you know you made it. Because they tell you what doors you have to walk through now. That's when you are no longer an independent artist. That's when you are no longer a local artist. And that's why I can touch any artist to do a feature what I want. Now, I have the price for every artist.
Right.
I know if I want to reach Billboard, it's going to cost me this. So, that's why I said this album, Rise of the Phoenix, is going to mean so much to me. It's because I'm putting up the budget on myself that I'm going to reach top 10 in the Billboard this time.
Any favorite songs on that project that you want to...
This new one?
Yeah. And are there any collaborations on this project as well?
Best Believe will be on this album. Nature gonna be on this album. Cassidy gonna be on this album.
Okay.
That's
some hitters.
I like the intro to the album. It just sounds like a fucking movie to me. You know what I mean? Like, I call this The Rise of the Phoenix is gonna be a cinematic album. It's like,
it's brewing.
Yeah, all of my albums gonna be 8 tracks. You know what I mean? I got a series. After The Rise of Phoenix, it's gonna be 2 County King. After that, it's gonna be Angelic Demon. After that, I ain't really got the picture yet. I think it might be over after Angelic Demon, and then I'm gonna put all my other artists in position now that I have the machine. I basically took this deal with Kevin Smith because I knew it was gonna put me in place to make sure that I made it in music and all my niggas to be able to eat after me. And by the time I get ready to retire, my kid's gonna be making anywhere between $5,000 to $10,000 every pay period off my motherfucking music.
Right.
So I left them a legacy, you know what I mean? I'm also one of the only rappers in the world with a 100-track album out.
Wow. So you want to help other artists too?
Yeah, man, that's my next plan. I want to be a major CEO. Yeah, man, I really don't want to rap no more, honestly.
It says this back in May. I'm going to put this out here, and I mean it. If you're an artist on the come up and feel like you can't gain a presence, hit me for $500. I will manage your career with no contract, and I guarantee you, in less than 60 days, I will make you just as big as you want it to be. If you're an artist that needs a shot, this is your shot. But your music has to be official or I won't do it. Inbox me and I'll go further with what you have to do. Posts like this, how, does it draw people that's trying to come up? I mean, what type of responses do you get after posting a statement like this?
I got about 10 people that actually hit me.
Really?
I didn't want to do it for any of them.
And that was that because the music wasn't official?
That's basically why. That's basically why.
Right.
I had one hit me. I don't really want to say his name, but one thing I would say is I heard too many things about him hating on me. And I found out these to be facts. And of course that's the artist that hit me up. Right. That's kind of legendary. Been doing this thing for a while in the town, but I turned it down.
So in this town, getting to my next question in regards to like crabs in a bucket. You know, what's it like now as opposed to then with this, you know, crab in a bucket mentality? What's your take on it in the town?
I think it's gotten better. I'm gonna say it like this. I feel like a lot of niggas that's in the proper places don't give the proper opportunities to these artists coming up because niggas work so hard to get that little bit of light that they feel like they getting. And somebody else coming up might be a threat to that light. So I don't feel like a lot of people get the opportunities that they think they should be getting, and I don't think a lot of people give the opportunities that should be given. That's why I do things much more the way I do than a lot of other artists do.
Wouldn't it be easier to handpick somebody yourself, like most?
I pretty much did that when I reached out to Young Sleep.
Got you.
You know,
and there's more to follow if you see fit, of course.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because building a relationship with people's music as well as
that's actually what I want to do, bro.
Right.
That's my end game. That's definitely my end game.
Yeah.
Having Kevin, I have the machine now. If I want something to have 10,000 likes and fucking 70 zillion comments, that's what people don't understand what the industry is. There's a secret. There's a door to get to that. You don't just blow up overnight like that. It don't happen like that. I think a lot of people do think it happened like that, and it doesn't. I mean, 1 out of 70 zillion people blow up on social media that were nobody yesterday and just had a stupid idea and it caught wind. But 9% of the time, no.
Like Mook said, no talent is the new talent. Like
exactly. Yeah.
You know,
Once people don't get it why it's called the game. It's the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. You got to be an extraordinary gentleman. You got to be talented to get looked at. But you got to be a prototype to walk through the door.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
What's the biggest misconception when it comes to Black Sinatra?
Well, the people that really know me, they treat me as I should be treated. The biggest misconception, I think, is when I took my slide in life, people like to judge me off of that because the comeback that I made.
Yeah.
You know, so I guess I would say that.
Wow.
You know?
In terms of the direction you're going right now, what's next for you now? You know, in today's game.
It's basically I'm still growing. I'm there now. There's the only thing different. I'm there now. So now I got to do all the shit that you do when you're there.
Got you.
I set the bar high for myself with Beanie Siegel. And then I went and I got all legends that sat close to the biggest bosses in rap on purpose. How the fuck you get to those guys? So my name jumped right in the sight of the people that needed to see me right away. I set high barriers. So next for me is to see that major check drop in my account, which is going to be happening very soon, and then building my next level, building Black Sinatra's Rushmore.
That's what's up.
Who gonna sit next to Black Sinatra on the Dawn Status Mount Rushmore? That's the next level for me.
That's what's up.
You know, I'm a married man now. There's about 2 acres in my backyard, 5 kids, man. I mean, everything's good.
50 years of hip hop, respecting the culture always is a big thing. I'm just curious to know what has hip hop, you know, injected in you that you would love to share with the world.
When I got involved in hip hop, I learned it was okay to be yourself. Like that's who Black Sinatra is to the world. Like Don't never be afraid of your mistakes.